Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for another 1/12 scale figure unboxing and review video. And today, as usual, we are going to look at this Bandai S.H.Figuarts Nick Fury from the Avengers movie. I was very happy about this figure actually because I think this is the only character that I was waiting for, and the only toy line that has produced this character is from Hasbro Marvel Legends, and other than that I could not remember which company that has produced this figure. So yeah, very happy to have him in my collection actually. As you can see here, the box art for the Avengers movie, the first Avengers movie actually, and this is the first figure that has been released, and I'll be waiting to get more of the original 6 Avengers that will be released soon. Yeah, very soon. I think Thor and Captain America will be released, I think, end of this month, and I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, I'm really glad to see this kind of box art. And you know what, let's jump into the box art review. This is the standard S.H.Figuarts box, and as you can see here, it's not too small, it's not too big. It's really a friendly collector boxes. They usually will come this way, and as you can see at the front here, we can see that this is clear type of box because this is a standard release, so you can see all the accessories and the figure together. And then we got some artwork for Nick Fury over here, which is very nice, on top of a gray color scheme and a shield logo which comes to the side of the box as well. And we got the first Avengers lettering, we got the authenticity of quality sticker for Tamashii Nation, and we also got the figure brand S.H.Figuarts Nick Fury, and we got this company logo which is Tamashii Nation and Bandai. And at the side we can see the actual figure itself, and at the bottom we can see the S.H.Figuarts brand and its figure concept over here. And at the back of the box we can see the character's name, Nick Fury, and the S.H.Figuarts brand, and you can see the line over here. It's actually continue from the front to the side, but they cannot continue here because of this unreadable legalese, so they continue over here, which is very nice, I think. And then this is the figure, promotional shot figure in front of the shield logo. So at the side of the box we can see the figure itself, and it's positioned this way, and I think it will continue with Thor, Hulk, and Captain America in the future release. And then it also continue this line at the bottom of the box with the character's name, Nick Fury, and S.H.Figuarts logo. So at the top there's not much. We can see the figure inside with the S.H.Figuarts and Nick Fury again, and at the bottom same with other sides of the box, and we can see this another type of figure image over here, and this is the, I don't know what it is, it's just unreadable, maybe it's a lottery number or whatsoever. So yeah, so this is the figure, so let's unbox this figure right away. I like this side better than this one, so maybe I'm going to cut this side because I think I'm going to stack this box together with the original Avengers that's going to be released soon, and I think it will be nice. So I think this is the choice that I made to open. So let's start. I will discuss this figure in detail a little bit more later. We got this manual, so you can see what it's got. It's got the interchangeable head part and some few accessories and interchangeable hands. Yeah, so guys, before we go into the figure detail itself, let's see its accessories. And as you can see here, we got a bunch of interchangeable hands, and just one pistol, and just one head sculpt. And I think for the head sculpt it's acceptable. I think it is needed. And for the weapon itself, I think it suits the character because Nick Fury doesn't actually carry that much weapon, so it's actually accurate to the movie. And the thing that we got this bunch of interchangeable hands, I think because they wanted to meet their price point of selling this figure, so that's why they're giving us this many type of interchangeable hands, the one with the gloves on and the one that is not. So let's take a look at it a bit more close. We got gun holding hands. They gave us two types of holding this gun, but they actually gave us just one pistol. That's weird. And this is open palm hands, a relaxed hands, as you can say. This is the fist hand. The one that is wearing the gloves is with the figure itself. This is the relaxed hands too, but this is not wearing the gloves. And finally, the giving an instruction hand. Hey Cap. So this is the pistol, as you can see here. It's quite nice, isn't it? But I just wish that they could have painted, give some wash. And this is the head sculpt, which is looking to the right, but slightly higher. You see, I love the tone, I love the profile for this head sculpt. It really resembles the actor himself. He even have this, Bluetooth thing on his right ear. So yeah, pretty good. I love the head sculpt, I love the paint job. So this is the figure without any accessories on it, and as you can see here, it's a very good proportion for the figure. Even the trench coat looks nice, and I love how they design it. And yeah, the face sculpt also is pretty good, and we will look that into more closer. And everything is, I think, is well done. And I've scaled him with a ruler, and he stands about 5.7 inch. And yeah, let's take a look at him a bit more closer, shall we? And so let's talk about the figure itself up close. And as you can see from the top is this head sculpt. I mean, this head sculpt is pretty amazing, and if you can see it closer, you can see all the texture that they've implemented on his face. It's pretty detailed, and the thing that they sculpted this earpiece Bluetooth, and it's pretty good. I mean, there's some depth in it, and I could see it. And even the left ears looks pretty amazing, and they even catch the it does looks like Samuel Jackson with the scars on his left eye area. It's pretty good, as you can see here. And then this expression is really dope. I mean, it's on point. It's very accurate on how they choose this expression. Okay, moving forward, I think the next thing I want to say is, I think this trench coat, this black trench coat is very good. I mean, although there is some sort of details of it. If you can see the lines at the back, we can see the different type of this one. Has some sort of texture on it, and it continues with this on the arms until this part. So yeah, there's some texture over there. But the one thing that really bothered me is the trench coat is pretty hard to manipulate. It's a hard plastic, and I think if you wanted to do some poses, it might hinder that movement, and that is really a bummer. And that's really, that's the only thing that I think this figure, especially from this trench coat, it might get some because I don't know how to, if you want to do a sitting position. I think the Scarlet Witch material was better than this one. I think they should have gone with the same material as the Scarlet Witch action figure. So yeah, moving forward at his body, as you can see here, you can see the ball joint over there, but it's not visible once you just pose him like that. You can't see it. So yeah, this is actually a separate piece. Maybe you can just pop this out, and if you want to custom to soft good materials. So at the crotch area, you can see that they have some sort of a very light grayish, I think it's like a blue gray scheme here, and you can see the detail of the holster here, and you can actually put in the gun, and it's not going to fall off. It's really tight. So then we have this some sort of texture here over his thigh, on his thigh here. And then the boot is not that shiny as I thought it would be. It's just a flat black, and you can see here all the details for the boot. And one thing I want to remind you that this is a soft plastic, and it might, you know, somehow get stuck on the leg side, on the leg part. As you can see here, if you are trying to move the leg forward and then you try to put them in, see, and you somehow forgot to, you know, reposition. So this is pretty bad for me, I think. And even at the front, you might can get stuck over here. So just be mindful of this area, right? Because it's too soft, so it might get damaged. Moving on to the articulation, from the top, the head can actually tilt side to side, facing left and facing right, looking downwards that far, and looking upwards slightly that far. It's not actually hindered. It's actually, that is the maximum tilt for you know, for the head. This head can be popped off, and we have this dumbbell joint, and we can just swap the alternate head on. It's pretty easy, and as you can see, the neck also has some sort of articulation there, right? So let's pop that off back, and alright. So for the arm articulation, we have we can pull it down and put it back to the position. We have this butterfly joint, as you can see here, and this is a separate piece that makes this movement much more wider, you know. And then he can pull his arm to that extent. It also has this swivel at his bicep and single jointed elbow, unfortunately, but still got past 90, and swivel at the wrist. We have some ball joint there, and we can swap it with the alternate hand. That is pretty tight. Oh my gosh. Alright, okay, that's pretty tight. And then the arm can be rotated 360. So at the center part here, at the torso, he has some cut here. It's a diaphragm joint, and you can actually rotate it left and right and crunch it to that far. If you wanted to, go a little bit more lower, so you have to use the waist articulation too. It also can do side to side move, and yeah, and leaning back till that extent. So it's because of this cord is hindering the articulation, so it's quite hard to, you know, make it a full maximum tilt over there. So yeah, so as you can see here, as I mentioned just now, so be careful about that, because you might get, you know, get this tie over here to be in front, so that's not good. It could rub the soft plastic here. So yeah. And moving forward to the leg articulation, it doesn't have the drop joint method, unfortunately, but we can actually get some pretty good range. It has some swivel at the thigh here, upper thigh, so you can get some range over there. And kicking up is very good, but bear in mind that this thing would be, you know, can get damaged, as I mentioned earlier. And it also does have this single jointed knee, which for me is okay. He doesn't have the rotation at the boot. Usually we can get cut over here, but this one doesn't have it. We have this hinge at the boot. Not that much of ankle rocker, but it is okay. And hinge at the toe area. So he also can, you know, split that far, which is pretty good. Moving the leg behind at the back is pretty hindered from this coat. You can see how stiff it is. So yeah, and yeah, just bear in mind with this area, this is very sensitive area over here. And so the next segment is, of course, the scale comparison with my SHF Avengers. I have some to, you know, to display here with him, so you can see the scale differences, the height differences for him. I'm going to start with the big three first, and first of all is this S.H.Figuarts Infinity War Thor, and he is much more taller than Nick Fury, which is, I think, pretty accurate to the movie. And we have Iron Man over here, also towers up, to Nick Fury, and we have this Captain America from Infinity War with a custom head sculpt, maniple head sculpt, and we have the Iron Man 3 Tony Stark with his you know, what do you call it, mechanic suit. And we have Black Panther here. This is the Civil War Black Panther. And for a short character, I'll bring Spider-Man, so you can see this is the homecoming version, the homemade suit. So as you can see, that is the scale comparison. Nick Fury is not that short either, not that tall either, so he is in pretty good scale if you ask me. So this is how he will look in your collection, in your display. So just to conclude my review before I go, I think this figure is awesome despite having some issue with the trench coat and the crotch area, but I think I still can enjoy this figure. Looking at the positive side, we get 2 head sculpt, which is very good head sculpt, and then the proportion wise for this figure and the engineering part of this figure is pretty good also. It's very quality, and this, I love the scheme throughout all the figure, and at the price point it is very affordable. You still can get it. It's a normal release version of this figure. It's not a Tamashii exclusive, so you can get it pretty easy. And then I think, yeah, it fits very well in my collection. So guys, will you be picking up this Nick Fury, or are you going to pass? So let's discuss it, and just comment down below in my comment section. And alright, if you enjoyed the review, if you feel this review is informative enough, please like and subscribe. Till we meet again in my next video. Sayonara.